do you think that the fact that everyone's in quarantine right now and people can't be out spending money on restaurants or going out or whatever, is that also why OnlyFans is having a moment right now? Suddenly people aren't spending as much money where they usually would, and they've got a little bit more that they're happy to sort of experiment with different things online. And do you think then that this is a bit of a quarantine trend and it's going to go away in 6 months or not be quite as much of like a social phenomenon as it is right now?
I think it's going to continue to be a thing because I think there's always people out there willing to spend money. I think the real choke point for OnlyFans in terms of like getting themselves big in the first place is convincing creators to provide the content for people to spend the money on,
Yeah.
you know? And I think now that creators have seen how much money there is to make, like people are going to keep doing it. And you know, it's like, and it sounds weird, but like once you've crossed that line once, like there's no reason not to keep doing it. If you know what I mean? Like if you're
totally.
if you're a creator who's never posted a lewd photo or say like a lingerie photo or anything like that before, then obviously doing that for the first time is a big step, right? That's like okay, like done. But once you've done it, Pandora's out of the box. Like you've you know what I mean? But like you know, but like you've ticked that box. It's like it's a thing. It's like it's like
what's the difference between one photo and 5 photos?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's about 6 figures in your bank account. So you're gonna keep posting.
True. But I think it is interesting to think about like how much people really are making, because that's the thing with OnlyFans. And it's like, what are the implications of this? Because OnlyFans is that. It's like content for only your fans. But to really be making money, you have to have fans. You have to have some sort of marketing arm to this whole operation that you're doing. So it's not possible to have an OnlyFans quietly. Like you couldn't make an OnlyFans and not, well, maybe you're a bad example, but like you can't make an OnlyFans and then not mention it. Like for people to find it and actually subscribe, you have to be promoting it on your other platforms like Twitter or YouTube or Instagram or whatever. So it's like as soon as you make one, it is a little bit Pandora's out of the box, because if you actually want to make money from it, which you do probably, I'm assuming, then you have to be promoting it elsewhere. And then it's like when you're promoting it elsewhere, does that have impacts? Like I think online everyone's a little bit more relaxed in terms of what we were talking about earlier with sexualized content, that sort of thing. But it's like, are you going for a job and then suddenly they go online and find your OnlyFans? Like what's the implications there, do you think?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think that's the advantage behind the content being like paywalled, pay-gated. People have alias names.
Really?
Well, I think so. I mean, I'm just
it's definitely very secure. I think like it's meant to be quite difficult to find OnlyFans content anywhere else. Like it's difficult to get that content off the platform.
Yeah, I think ultimately it's like either you're a creator that is like that people are going to be aware that you are posting photos there, in which case you're probably big enough and making enough money that you really just don't care. Or if you're not, then you probably just got an alias name. You can easily post photos that don't have your face in it, say, or, or even if you do, you just accept that the odds of anyone ever stumbling across that photo who's in your circle who would recognize you are so small. And even if they did, they probably don't want to admit that they found and paid $10 to unlock a photo and then found it was you.